Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. Negative there of 4 yards.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Second down, back to Sanders.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire up and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. We talk about defenders specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 7, Chargers 0.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneers. Let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Hurts to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. Room here to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still throwing here with a big third-quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.